Hello guys, welcome back to Sim UK. This is the OMSI 2 add-on bus company simulator. You can see in the middle of the screen there an alert, or a hint as it's called. We had some server issues which caused many problems. We had to disable the chat and minimap temporarily to make stable operation possible. We will have long downtimes tonight. We apologise very much for the problems. So basically, yesterday this game was too popular, I think, and they just couldn't handle it. They didn't have enough servers, they didn't have enough preparation, they didn't have enough testing, whatever. I think it's been really well promoted, this add-on, and I had a little try with it earlier on today, and I've had quite a few problems with this whole setup, to be honest with you. In terms of OMSI 2, I know a lot of you were hoping and praying it would somehow improve OMSI 2. It doesn't at all. It's just an add-on. OMSI is exactly the same as it was. There is now an overlay, which is effectively what Bus Company Simulator is. It's an overlay which does improve things, but in all honesty, not by a great deal. The minimap's quite helpful, but the minimap has been available as an add-on or a DLC or whatever you want to call it. That's been available for quite a long time. The problems with OMSI about FPS issues, button configuration problems. I mean, the button configuration works, but it'll only work for you if you know the way to do it, if that makes sense. So, for example, in a normal game, you might set up left and right indicator. Well, in OMSI, you don't set up left and right indicator, or blinker, as it's called in this game. You would, in fact, have to set up blinker via off in order to be able to turn your indicators off. Otherwise, you'd have to bind a third button to turn your indicators off. Unnecessarily complicated. They should be switches. Nobody has a fully operating indicator stalks on their system yet. I very much am trying to produce my very own, but that's not going to happen anytime soon, so don't get excited about that. And there are other issues. I've got a G29, it's quite new to me. I had to set up all my buttons and everything today. Unfortunately, the D-pad is completely non-operational. The game does not pick up on it at all, which severely, well, it drops my button options down by 4. And unfortunately, in OMSI, I believe you cannot have multiple USB devices operating at the same time. It's only capable of one. So in order to bind all your buttons to a steering wheel and to lose 4 of them straight off the bat is a bit of a kick in the teeth. So we're going to try again today. I don't know if it's going to work. Single player career mode, let's see. Woohoo! Goodness me, that was rather intense, wasn't it? Right. You have decided to help the local transport companies as an independent bus driver. You invest almost your whole savings in a depot. Berlin, Grundorf, Vienna. I ought to get some more routes, but for now, let's just stick with Berlin. Right, so we've got 5,000 euros. No career points, I think these are CP. So you can increase maps, increase maximum buses. An experience bonus gives you extra CP. A garage bonus to increase your CP. An exchange, or change 1,000 euros to 1 CP. I'm not entirely sure why you'd want to do that, but anyway, maybe CP is more important than I realise. So we've got 1 map out of 3 available. If we manage maps, you can expand it or sell it. That's interesting. Buy a new depot. Interesting. Okay. And obviously we got one depot with 5 bus slots in. Manage depots. Buy a new bus. Oh, hello. All right, before I do that, in fact, I've only got €5,000. What's this? Oh, okay. After every tour you complete, you have to pay 50% of your profit as repayment. What? Plus 10% of the credit amount. Wow. So basically, I need to find a bus for €5,000 or less, or I'm just going to be giving away all my money. That's not how I roll. Driving exams, driving tour. Earn money by driving a tour or a shift schedule. Test your skill and increase the payment for your tours. Okay, I haven't played this game in a really, really long time. I think a driving exam's probably a good starting point. So let's try that. Are there any driving exams? This one. Okay. Oh, wow, you have to pay. You have to pay a fee to do the exam. I'm liking this so far. I like the effort that they've put into this. They really have tried to make this as kind of realistic as possible, or, you know, challenging and engaging. And I think they're doing a good job, actually. It feels I feel pretty engaged at the moment. I don't know what to do though. Maybe we won't do an exam yet. Maybe we'll do a tour, because presumably that isn't going to cost me any money. KP? What the hell is KP? Gosh, I don't know. So this one is like 20 minutes. Berlin Spandau. Yeah, obviously. Okay, let's... Well, okay. Oh, you can do a shift. Ah. Okay, we'll do a tour. Oh, gosh. I'm a bit confused. What's this then? Today's tours for which a substitute is searched. At the end of the tour, you can decide if you want to drive another following tour. Okay, it's a bit confusing, but I think we'll just go for this one. And we need to buy a bus. Oh, crikey. New bus, mileage 100 kilometres or less, low wear, lower maintenance costs at the beginning, more expensive than second-hand buses, fixed prices. So to fix a new bus is more expensive than to fix an old bus, I suppose. Second-hand buses, mileage is between 50,000 and 150,000 kilometres. That really isn't very much. 50,000 kilometres is barely anything, which is interesting. Varying wear, higher maintenance costs, cheaper than new buses, and always different offers. I think a second-hand bus is probably the way to go then, since I've only got €5,000. Now, I saw actually in the recommended upcoming features list the ability for players with companies to sell their buses to other players. So I'm wondering now if second-hand buses might be populated by other players who are looking to sell their bus. If that's the case, that's a really nice feature, and would also explain why there are absolutely no buses here. But interesting. It doesn't look like this has gone through QA and done a great job, to be honest with you. 8,000 for a new bus. My God, that's cheap. These are so cheap for a new bus. Only one page. Okay, look, we are just slightly short of what we need here to get a bus. Looks like we're going to have to take a loan. No option not to. Unless, of course, I do one of the tests. If I do a driving exam, do I still need to have my own bus? That's the question, isn't it? What's the cheapest one? So I don't waste too much money. 228. That looks to be the cheapest. Let's try that. No, you still need to own a bus. Okay. We're going to borrow 20,000 euros. Woof. And now we're going to drive a tour. And there we go. Bus 1. Oh. Whoops, I forgot to buy a bus. Oh, where are the buses? Buy a bus. Okay. Still no second-hand buses? No. And it seems a bit weird to me to have 25,000 euro. Normally that is this side of the numbers. Just me. So we've got a lot of MANs. Does it give you details? Oh, it does. Look at this. 88 passengers, 1997, 100,000 kilometers. You can change the license plate number, which is nice. And apparently you can change the paint. I thought it might show you here. Okay. Maybe that's something that will come in the future. So that's 88. What's this thing? This is 7,500. We can get 50 passengers. What it doesn't tell me, which is a bit annoying, is how much it's going to cost me in terms of maintenance. That's quite an important factor starting out for me. Gosh, this one doesn't even have a picture, look. Alright, well, we want cheapy cheap. And they're pretty cheap. 7,500, 8,000. What are we looking at in terms of capacity here? So these are 59. Oh, that's a... Oh no, we don't want one of those. That'll just make life... That'll make life more difficult. Maybe we'll just go for a double decker then. 88 passengers. We got the chance of having more cash, I guess. So let's start with that. What colour can we have here? Special Malwider. It really needs to show you the repaint when you change it. I don't know how you're supposed to know. Let's go for pit stop. I hope that looks good. How are you supposed to know what anything looks like? It's a bit annoying. 1977. Believe it or not, guys, that is the year before I was born. Wow. So let's have a go anyway. Cozy wash. Bling, 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 bling. 50% fuel. Cost us 8,535. That leaves us a little over 10 grand in the bank. Repaint is pit stop. That's the license plate. State is faultless. Well, that's very good. Again, though, no mention of maintenance costs or anything like that. So that's a bit annoying. But we've got a bus now. Let's drive the tour at last. This one, yes. Drive with this bus. When do you want to start? At the starting point, I guess. 5 minutes before departure sounds okay. Choose your starting point. Now, see, this is where I'm going to get completely lost. This is where I always used to get lost when I played this game before. It's really not clear. I get the impression that this is not going to hold my hand, in which case this is going to be an absolute disaster. Choose the correct HOF file. I don't know what a HOF file is. I'm just going to guess and hope that this has picked everything for me logically. Berlin Spandau line N33. Is it like an N33? There's not really, is there? 19 minutes. What? going to take 19 minutes and there are 15 bus stops. Real weather. It's interesting. Okay, let's just do it and see. Oh, this is going to be an abomination. This is going to be a disaster. OMSI startup may take up to 90 seconds. I'd be impressed if it started within 90 seconds. So this seems to be highlighted. I don't normally see this arrow and this red mark around here. It has been an incredibly long time since I played this game, so I am totally at a loss here. Okay guys, so here we are. So I'm having some issues with the steering. Sometimes force feedback will come on, sometimes it will go off. Sometimes it will force my wheel to go to one side. At the moment it looks like, yeah, at the moment it's reversed. Oh god, I must have set this up so many times now. Why is that suddenly reversed? I think the last time I came in and did this, I may have hit auto config and everything just went a bit, wow, all over the place. Right, so that should be good now. Steering wheel's working. This indicator here is brake pressure or something. It's been a long time since I played. Guys, I'm totally reliant on you here to get me up to speed because, in all honesty, I wasn't that good to begin with, and it's been a very, very, very long time. Okay, so engine started, pressure's building up. So here's some new features. We've got the timetable here. No, we don't. Let me just set this up properly. N33 Tour MOSO1. That's already defaulted to the correct location, so I'm just going to say OK. Now we have a timetable. There we go. So we're going from Hanneberg. I'm not going to try and read those. We're going to finish up at Altstadt Spandau at 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's 20-minute drive, 19 stops, something like that. What time is it now? We start at 1:41 and it's now 1:37. Wow, that didn't give me 10 minutes. That reset to 5, didn't it? Bugger. Right, the pressure is on. So this is us. I know we're at the bottom because I've looked at this a couple of times. Hanneberg to Altstadt Spandau. So we're on line 933, route 2. So let's try and set this up. Now, for the life of me, guys, is that on? I cannot get this to work. It took me a while to even remember how to enter the line number properly. And I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. I just can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. So we'll go line 93300. See. Oh, try again. Oh, line 93300, route 02. Okay, so that's set up properly. The old tickety machiney thing, or the registry, I don't know, the IBIS itself is doing its old rickety rackety rubbish. So yeah, we're pretty good to go. We've got our route here. I like the map. That's nothing new. That's been available as an add-on for a long time. We should know how to get rid of this. That works. Timetable. So we're supposed to be there at 1:41 and we're leaving at 1:41. So that's only 2 minutes away. So I'm just going to roll up to the first stop, which I believe is there. How do I bring up the... Oh, goodness me. Yes! I have been trying to do that for hours to get this up. I think that's right. I think I've actually got that right. Oh my god. Something has happened that's gone right. Okay, let's get the handbrake off. Let's get the steering wheel on. Get ourselves into drive. Now, you see that all my route has gone. That's not intentional. Oh, wow, that's a bit vicious. Goodness me. Okay, lady, hold on 1 second. Now, I'm not doing tickets today. Or am I? I don't think I've set tickets on today because it's all a bit of a big learning curve and I've got a headache. Got a headache already. I've been playing for less than a minute. 1:41. Oh crap, it's time to leave. What happened there? I was only talking for a minute. It took me a long time to get my buttons set up in anything like an acceptable manner. Let's just get the heating up on here. Since it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, well, the nice thing that's happened is that my rearview mirror appears to be working. The first 2 times I tried this, I didn't have any mirrors. I've no idea what speed I'm supposed to be doing. And also, it seems that the audio's coming out of my speakers and not out of my headset, so that's annoying. Let me just try resetting my... there we go, that's better. Looked like a midget there for a minute. Not sure what that was. I don't think we hit anything. So, as far as the ticketing system goes, not a clue. Earlier on, I tried to figure out how to set up the FPS glitches. There's a lot. It happens a lot. I tried to set up the what am I trying to say? I don't know. Sorry guys, it's gone. It's been an exhausting video, this one. Been trying to set up my controller, my steering wheel and all this sort of stuff. It's just taken so long to get it all working, even remotely good. I seem to have the retarder up really high. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. Hello. Hello. It's nice to have a mirror that's working. Massive FPS glitches at the moment. I'm going to have to maybe bring down the settings even lower, I don't know. I think I'm speeding. There's no request here. And it seems nobody waiting. So I'm just going to press on. You probably hear my phone ringing in the background. I don't know who it is. They'll have to wait. So the D-pad on my G27 doesn't work with OMSI at all. Cool. That guy's taking a risk.
Hello.
Morning, gents. Good morning. What are we doing in terms of... I don't know where we are. There's no point in me looking at that. I don't know where we are. Oh, we're at Magistragidrag. I cannot read that. $1:44, so we're actually behind schedule. Oh, crikey. Alright, the door's closed. Thinking this might be sort of 40 kilometres, maybe even 50 down here. But I don't know. Is that a speed camera? It is. Oh, spotted you. But like I say, I don't actually know what the speed limit is, so I might have been totally within the speed limit for all I know. That was a bit aggressive, wasn't it? So yeah, I mean, I've been trying to set my buttons up all morning, basically. I've got myself to a point where I can actually do things. I'm not going to do tickets today. I started setting it all up. I realised I didn't really know what I was doing, and it was just too much to take on for my first return drive to OMSI after more than a year. It just seemed like set myself up for the fail. Good morning. See if I can't somehow magically get us back into being on time. Can't imagine it's going to work. So yeah, the D-pad on my steering wheel doesn't work, which means I'm 4 buttons down. I don't think you can have multiple controllers plugged in and being used by OMSI. I could be wrong. Good morning. But But yeah, basically I don't have enough buttons available to me on my system to successfully manage. What happened there? I didn't hit the curb, did I? Goodness me. I don't have enough buttons on my controller to set up headlights, high beam, low beam, hazard lights, retarder controls. All of that stuff is I'm going to have to figure out a system that works for me. But for a first time look, this is just literally me returning to God, that retarder is so high. This is just me returning to OMSI. Hang on a second. Have I just spotted something really weird? No. See, I'm not sure where the retarder is on this system. I bind it to a button and use that, but yeah, at the moment it seems incredibly aggressive. It's like slamming the handbrake on. So we've got a request for the next stop. Again, I've no idea what the speed limit is. Not a clue. Oh wow, I mistimed that really badly. In my defence, that little stuttery glitch really didn't help me out. Hello! Come on. Shut that door. I mean, it's been such a long time since I've played OMSI. I suppose I genuinely couldn't say whether or not it looks any better. I don't think it does. And I haven't got any patches or anything on. Anti-aliasing patch, none of that stuff. Just completely forgot my buttons for a minute there. Right, he's off. I think we're going to be pretty late. I mean, in all honesty, if I was to compare this to the likes of Busbetrieb-Simulator 16, yeah, I mean, this is better. It's far more realistic. Even the graphics are better, to be honest. If I were to compare it to a game like Fernbus, then it loses on all fronts. Oh my god, how fast was I going then? 60. Got to stop flat out speeding like that. Morning. Good morning. But there's no speed signs anywhere, speed limits of any kind that I can see. And FPS is really glitchy. So yeah, I mean, with this add-on, OMSI definitely has the better business model. Because Fernbus doesn't have a business model. But other than that, I think I'd rather be playing Fernbus. But, you know, there are elements of this which are super cool. Passengers walking on the bus. It's not quite in Fernbus yet. It's almost coming. It's a whole load of stuff that is coming to Fernbus, and I think long term Fernbus is probably the wise decision to invest your money in if you're thinking about investing. But short term, this is definitely the best local bus sim available by a long way. And with this add-on, it makes it even more so. Good morning, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Come on, doors. There they go. Now this has got to be more than 30 kilometres, isn't it? You're probably going to tell me that there's like speedo signs everywhere, speed limit signs everywhere, and I'm just not recognising them. Which is probably it. I mean, what does that yellow thing mean? Is that indicative of a speed limit? I don't know. Good morning, sir.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. We're in a rush, so I won't hang about. I think what I might do next, guys, is because I seriously need to get up to speed with this. Is I need to start doing the licenses, the tasks. But I've yet to actually finish a route successfully. I don't even know if this one will finish. If this doesn't finish, then I'm not doing another one today. I've done the same route 3 times today. This will be the 3rd time, and the last 2 times I can't end the route. The route appears to be completed. We're at the end point. There's no more stops that appear to be required. Everybody's off the bus. I've even gone as far as to shut the engine down and going the other way. I've even gone so far as to shut the engine down. Oh yeah, we went up on that curb. Whoops. Oh, look, got a few. Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Hello. No complaints as yet, I've got to say. Well, none that I've noticed. It's nice to have the rear view mirrors working. They weren't earlier. That caused me to have an accident. And it's weird because the bus company manager add-on thing registered that I'd used fuel but didn't register any damage, even though I hit a parked car and had another collision on top of that. She's not getting on this bus then. Fair enough. So we're nearly done, guys, just round this corner. And we'll see whether or not this time it finishes. What I have managed to do this time that I didn't manage to do the last 2 times is get the route to appear on the front of the bus. I just could not, for the life of me, remember how to do that. Are we hitting the curb? Might be hitting the curb. Steering wheel, the FPS is being a bit aggressive with me there. So here we are at the underground station, which is called something else in Germany, I can't think what. All off, please. All off. Okay, so let's have a look here. 141, so we were okay all the way through for I was going to say for a first time return. That's pretty good. I was late for everything on my last 2 attempts, so hopefully that will now allow us to complete the tour. Now it says terminate tour, but I think it just means end. So every time I click on this, it says the route hasn't finished. So I'm hoping this time it will allow me to finish the route and give us some feedback on my performance. Yes! Oh, finally, it bloody worked for the first time. Okay, so that's fine. That actually turned out better than I was expecting. 12% driving. My driving was pretty erratic. The retarder there was so aggressive. It was like slamming the handbrake on every time I even merely took my foot off the accelerator. I need to pick a button to adjust that, but as it is, I don't have many buttons at my disposal. I might see if I can get a second controller to work in this game as well. That would really take a lot of pressure off me because it would give me all those extra buttons. But 314 points out of a maximum possible of 444 is not too bad for a first time of actually completing it. Let's click next. 87%, which is excellent. Surprisingly. Very surprisingly. So we pay 20% in taxes. Account balance is 17,109. And we make a profit of €679. Now, I'm not sure if that's already taken the bank loan, which is 50% of our profit, or not. Let's go back to the office for career points. I can't even remember what career points are for at this point, at this stage. Okay, so that's done. That's done. We'll call that a day, guys, because that has been a learning curve and a half. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being patient and waiting for me to get a video out to you. And I apologise if it's not the best video in the world. I am going to have to learn a lot more about OMSI and each bus because they're all different and the IBIS systems are different. I'm hoping you guys out there, if you have more experience than I do, you can point me in the right direction. Thanks for watching. Till next time, goodbye for now.